You know, smartwatches are getting very, very smart, but there's one thing they're not very smart about. When their battery life runs out, and literally every smartwatch has this problem, when their battery life runs out, they're not smart at all. They're a dead piece of equipment on your wrist that is doing literally nothing. One company said they're going to do something about that. This is the Titan Connected X, and it solves that problem, and it does it very, very smartly. From that smart piece of equipment, we'll go to smart audio. The Sennheiser Ambeo soundbar is a soundbar that has some serious smarts within. After that, we're going to go to a company that is actually doing some great stuff, bringing in smartness and IoT into kitchenware and other home appliances, and that is Hindware, and it's a very, very interesting story. And after that, startups from Nashville in the US. Let's get started with today's show.
In an action-packed show today, we fly around with the Jetpack Man. We get an insider look at the suit that makes flying look like a cakewalk. We review the new Titan Connected X, a smartwatch with a classic touch. We also experience Sennheiser's first ever soundbar. With the new Ambeo technology, we tell you if this beast will be your best bet for home audio. And we check out Hindware's new IoT range of appliances, all happening on the show today.
You know what we call our headlines, right? We call it Tech Talk of Town. This is the segment where I get you some of the most exciting stuff happening all over the world. Relevant news, offbeat news, amazing and fascinating stuff from the world of tech. Well, let's start with futuristic foldables that are very much here already. In fact, this is the year where we are seeing a whole host of second-generation foldable phones. Like every company, obviously, HUAWEI didn't get their time under the sun at the Mobile World Congress. It got cancelled, but that didn't stop them from having an online launch this week and taking out their next-generation foldable phone. This is the HUAWEI Mate XS. It promises a more seamless app experience with their own foldable app ecosystem. HUAWEI also launched a tablet, the MatePad Pro, that has 5G connectivity and is the first tablet in the world to support wireless charging. There's also new updated stuff like the MateBook X Pro, the 10th generation processors, and a full view display design. Moving on now to Microsoft and some news for gamers. Yes, Microsoft has revealed some details about the new gaming console that is just around the corner. This is the Xbox Series X, and it brings with it 12 teraflops of GPU performance. That is insane, which basically translates to very, very high-speed gaming, excellent graphic processing, and is apparently 8 times the speed and performance of that the Xbox One actually brought to the table. But what we're really waiting for to hear from Microsoft is when this will actually launch, the price it will come at, and of course, all the exciting launch game titles it will bring. In other news where Microsoft is making headlines, this time with Google. Now, we all know Google Chrome is one of the most popular internet browsers in the world. But if you are a Microsoft Edge user, and you want to download an extension, you might get a warning from Google which reads, Google recommends switching to Chrome to use extensions securely. Now, Google and Microsoft have had a history of sending such warning messages on each other's browsers, so don't be alarmed. I can absolutely and totally assure you there are no risks of downloading extensions on Edge just yet. And here's some major magic in tech. You see this video? One with this man roaming around his room and simultaneously his room without him. Well, this is Jason Mays, a web engineer who's created a web tool which erases the person off the webcam in real time. Neural network is used in this, and it's trained to recognize people, and using that knowledge, it can not only generate a clean image of a webcam's feed background, but it can then actively erase people as they walk into frame and move around in real time. So in short, Jason has found a way to make you disappear on a live webcam. The magic of technology. And now, of course, for our first top story, this is the Titan Connected X. Let's start with our top story, and like I said right in the very beginning, this is taking away the biggest pain point in any smartwatch. Think about it. You're wearing a smartwatch, it's giving you all the performance, all the features you really want, you're using it all day. Somewhere in the middle of the day, the smartwatch dies. What do you do now? You can't even know what the time is. That's how useless a smartwatch becomes. Well, Titan Connected X actually solves that problem. It's given you two real hands, and these with a different power source can carry on for 30 days even if the rest of the watch dies out, which I think is a great feature. It's got a lot more happening, and it's also got a very, very aggressive price. One of the best smartwatches I've seen in a long time. Let's take a look.
The best of both worlds, the classic timepiece that a watch is meant to be, and a smart touchscreen with various features. This is what one of the most trusted watch brand, Titan's latest hybrid smartwatch promises. Meet the Titan Connected X. Launched at an event in Bangalore, it brings many new smart features to the wrist. Its price is not out yet, but we expect it to be between 10,000 and 15,000 rupees. But what we want to know is, does this watch manage to tick all the right boxes to be the only hybrid smartwatch we should be looking at? Let's take a detailed look at the Connected X. This is a watch that looks every bit like a classic watch piece. It even has analog hands and manages to tell time the good old way without having an always-on display that most smartwatches now bring. The watch comes in 3 variants, and we got this crisp-looking copper-colored one. There are 2 buttons to toggle between settings on the side. The watch itself fits well on the wrist without looking overly chunky. It sits tight with a magnetic clasp. It is a touchscreen, and the display is pretty good even outdoors. The watch pairs with the Titan Connected X app, which will be available in March, along with the watch on both Android and iOS. The screen is 1.2 inches and it is a colored screen. There are features like activity tracking, heart rate monitoring, step counter, sleep tracker, weather, and even calendar that the watch brings. You can't take calls with the watch, but it does sync the contacts, and the side button can be used to disconnect an incoming call, and other notifications also pop up on the interface. The look of the watch can be changed with various watch faces to choose from within the app. The app also has a reminder section where alarms or reminders for meetings and so on can be set. It is waterproof up to 30 meters, and one of the big highlights is its battery life. This is a watch that can last 3 to 4 days on a single charge.
I think it was very smart of you to put in those analog hands, right?
Yeah.
What else do you think you've been able to do with the X? Some of the other features that you really like in it?
Yeah, so I'm actually wearing this watch,
Right.
Like you said, this is a watch which is a full touchscreen watch, fully loaded with 13 very important key features. The biggest being the analog hand. So once you charge this watch and you use the watch for, let's say, 3 days for all the smart features, so the battery lasts for 3 days. But the analog hands will keep running for, so it will keep showing you time for 30 days once you're fully charged. So that's a unique feature. The other features are many, so it's a complete portfolio of features that the consumer can choose from.
We took the Titan Connected X for a spin and found the activity tracker and heart rate monitor to be pretty accurate. The battery life is impressive, and this is a watch that will turn heads because of its elegant design. If you're looking at a smartwatch right now that is between 10,000 and 15,000 rupees, the Titan Connected X will not disappoint.
You know, soundbars are supposed to actually solve the single greatest problem that we have, and that is bulky equipment. To really get a 5.1 or a even better sound in your room, you had to actually create the environment. 5 speakers, a subwoofer, different kind of speakers on the roof if you want it to be really, really top of the line. And soundbars are supposed to come in and change that. Just put one little box in front of you. It's supposed to do all its magic. It's supposed to give you surround sound and everything else. Well, it hasn't delivered completely on its promise. Still, Sennheiser decided to get into this, and we've been hearing rave reviews of the Sennheiser ONDEO soundbar. Is it really, really as good as people are really talking about? Well, we're about to find out. So let's see. Does it live up to all the buzz, the hype, and the excitement around it?
German audio company Sennheiser has never disappointed when it comes to headphones or even professional mics. But now the company is looking at a segment a little closer to home. Soundbars, and Sennheiser has launched their very first one in India. Now we know a great TV without a soundbar is like your favorite dish served cold. And that's where this one comes in. It's called the Sennheiser ONDEO soundbar, where ONDEO is Sennheiser's own virtual 3D sound system. Sennheiser promises audiophile-grade home entertainment with this, and we stepped inside an experience center to take in all the great audio and check this beast out. First things first, this is a bulky soundbar, but it has a beautiful brushed aluminium surface. With all the audio heavy lifting the soundbar does, it's not meant to be lugged around. It can be wall mounted or placed on a table according to Sennheiser. This is the first soundbar to bring 5.1.4 Dolby Atmos. There are 13 speakers inside, including 2 on the side and top. But now, let's get to how this really sounds. First, the soundbar has to be calibrated. There is a calibration mic that comes with it for this. So you first place it where you want your audio sweet spot to be, and then let it do its magic. The mic scans the room and assesses the depth, width and even height of the area. Once this is done, you take a seat and sync in with the audio.
It's like this scream. When they get into a 200 mile an hour.
What we experienced with Sennheiser soundbar was incredible. The highs and lows were clearly defined, and this is one of the best sounding single speakers we have heard in a long time. It can go all the way to 30 Hz and the audio throw is very, very clear. Once you are settled, the audio seems like it's coming from different sides of the room. This is the effect of Dolby Atmos' immersive audio. The Ambio mode on this soundbar makes this come alive. It really blurs the lines between playback and reality because of the deep bass and crystal clear notes. The best part is there are different audio modes the soundbar comes with. There is a night mode for a lower frequency so your doors and windows are not rattling and disturbing your neighbors. There is a news mode for clear dialogue. There is a movie mode with a deeper bass, and there is a music and sports mode. There is Chromecast and Bluetooth connectivity as well. There is Wi-Fi that the soundbar can be directly connected to. The soundbar can be controlled from its own remote or from the Sennheiser Smart Control app. Acoustic settings within the preset modes can be further customized from here as well. There is an impressive range of connectivity options on the back of the soundbar. There are various HDMI ports, a subwoofer in port, and for the first time on a soundbar, there is an eARC port as well. This is a port that is recommended for TV connectivity as it is an audio enhanced channel and it speeds up the audio bitrate. Now all these impressive specs come at quite a steep cost, and one would really have to fish in deep pockets to own this beast. It has been priced at 1,99,990 rupees. It comes with the calibration mic and the remote. This is a soundbar that doesn't pack in a subwoofer of its own, but it really doesn't lack in the bass department. Sennheiser has set a stunning example ahead for competition to sit up and take notice. A rather expensive one, but one that will hit all the right notes in your home with audiophile grade audio.
All right, we're going to go and see some startups at Nashville, and Sanjana's out there. And I have a feeling that Sanjana may not really need a flight to come back to India, because she actually, I think, has a jetpack around her now. Is she going to fly back using this jetpack or use this jetpack at all? Let's find out. Sanjana?
So I'm all ready right here to zoom off straight back to India from Nashville, not using conventional flight methods, but actually the next frontier in human flight. Well, this is the Gravity jet suit behind me. You can see it's made out of 3D printed metal and carbonates, and we'll take a look at how that works. And also, how does the jet suit actually work? Well, we'll talk to the jet man himself. Whiz around like Tony Stark. Now, we aren't talking about the movie itself, but here's something that would make Iron Man also turn and look twice. This is Gravity Industries, a startup based in UK, and they have created the world's fastest jet suit. It has a 1050 horsepower system which relies on 5 mini jet engines, 2 built into each hand and 1 on the backpack. Now this Iron Man suit comes at a lofty price tag of around $440,000. So while it might be unthinkable for some time, what we really want to know is, how does it feel to jet set around in a suit like this?
So while you're flying, all of the gas expelled by these turbines is going away from you. So you're kind of sitting on top of it with one on each arm and one on your back. Everything's going away. So it's quite peaceful and calm. It's not kind of it's very, yeah, like I say, calm. For people around you, the gas is being kind of thrown at you. So to watch, it's really, really cool because you can feel the coursing of the air and the amount of energy involved. Plus, it makes an amazing noise as it spools up, and there's kind of fire licking out the nozzles. It looks really cool. So it's very kind of cinematic and filmic to watch.
The entire suit has been designed using the 3D Experience platform by the startup, and that's why they were at the 3D Experience World this year.
The whole suit here is designed in SOLIDWORKS. This whole thing is 3D printed. This is all 3D printed nylon, even the structure of the suit. This is 3D printed aluminium, and we've got some steel down here as well. The whole thing is designed in SOLIDWORKS. And it started as being designed, and the original idea came from Richard Browning, who started playing around with augmenting the human body with certain types of propulsion, in this case microgas turbines, and he developed it into this configuration, which is one large turbine on the back and two on each arm.
Ta-da, ta-da! Well, I'm not going to be wearing this and turning into Transformer, but I am here at the playground at 3D Experience Zone, where a bunch of friends actually got together, called themselves Impact Props, and came up with this cool stuff. Well, this helmet right here is from a video game called Halo, but they build amazing stuff, and right from their name you can tell what it's all about. But we'll take a look at that and everything else that you can create using the 3D Experience platform. Well, you saw flying around like Iron Man. Now get a suit that comes pretty close. Well, Impact Props is a startup that brought a bunch of friends together to make costumes that are super rugged and can handle a lot of action-based stunts. So this entire suit is made using styrofoam and was designed using the 3D Experience platform. The platform gives users a chance to use the entire suite of apps out there. And not just Impact Props, here is Magic Wheelchair that makes dreams of disabled children come true on occasions like Halloween. Started by Christine, it is a non-profit organization that makes beautiful wheelchair costumes for children. And we also spotted some students from a Pune college who had put their innovation on display. This is what they call Thermin, a structure through which all the waste heat from a stove can be converted into electricity and can be used to charge phones. They make the most of trapped heat and increase the efficiency of the gas cylinder. A truly sustainable innovation, we can only hope this prototype is soon a reality in Indian homes.
Let's take a break right now. When we come back, lots more on the show. Our next story is a very important one because kitchen and home appliances is one area where we're not seeing too much tech coming in, especially not smart tech. But one company has taken on that challenge and is doing a great job. Kitchen and home appliances that are not just smart, connected, IoT enabled, but actually also have great features that really make a difference in your daily life. This is a company called Hindware, and I especially went down to take a look at these devices. I've got three things to show you. Each of them has an app. It connects to an app and does a lot of IoT stuff around it. But you know, IoT, connected apps, we've heard of these things before. What do they really do? I'll start off with this one. So the chimney actually has a lot of things that you can do. So for instance, even if you want to get it serviced, you don't need to make calls, get onto a phone call, wait for someone to pick up. The app can actually directly reach out and get you service. Here, we've got a water purifier. This one will actually talk to you and tell you when the membrane inside needs to be actually replaced, what is the level of cleaning that is going on inside. Once again, connects to an app. So first, I'm going to show you these two, and then I'm going to take you to the third appliance, even more interesting.
Kitchen and home appliances are only getting smarter by the day, and Hindware is the latest to join this bandwagon with their new iPro range of IoT products and the new Hindware Appliances app. Meet the ACHELOUS Premium iPro Water Purifier. This comes with a real-time check on the life of the RO membrane and all other filters in the purifier. It has a 2-liter autofill feature with which sensors on the purifier can fill a 2-liter jug of water without any manual intervention. And it has a 6-stage purification system, including a RO and UV filtration, and it even has mineral fortification. The app, once connected to this, shows the TDS level of the water, the temperature, and even the average daily consumption. And the best part? It can give hot, warm, and room temperature ambient water at any given time. This water purifier has been priced at 27,990 rupees and comes in a sleek black color. Another appliance by Hindware for kitchens is this chimney. This is the Optimus iPro chimney, which seems to do well for kitchen aesthetics. This is also an IoT gadget, which means various modes can be changed from the app. It comes with a turbo-intensive mode, which can keep the kitchen completely smoke-free. The Optimus iPro chimney solves one of the biggest pain points of chimneys, which is noise. It claims to produce around 32% of less noise compared to other chimneys through its max silence technology. It comes in two sizes and starts at 44,990 rupees. The Hindware Atlantic ONDEO Evo iPro water heater or geyser might have a mouthful name, but its features are pretty intelligent and easy to use. It comes with a small LED display which displays the temperature of the water and the various modes. This is also an IoT product and connects to the Wi-Fi. There are preset heating modes and even a shower-ready mode, which shows how long it will take for the geyser to heat up the water. The geyser can be scheduled to switch on as well through the app. The iPro water heater has been priced at 18,000 rupees.
So first let's start off with finding out this entire thing of Hindware getting into appliances. When did that happen and how did you go about it and why?
Actually, we've been a legacy company. We've been in this country for more than 58 years. And in fact, long back, I think we always wanted to have an extension of our brand into other categories where we could touch the lives of millions of people. You know, way back in 2014, we have more than 60 million consumers. And even if you take an average of 5 members in a family, we're touching lives of 300 million Indians day in and day out. And that's where we felt, we need to touch the lives of the people outside the bathroom space as well. Because given the fact that, any average person spends at the most an hour in a bathroom, he spends almost 8 to 9 hours in the entire home. So we wanted to be in the entire home space. So we thought, how can we connect these 300 millions with technology through our appliances? And that's where we focused and started developing products and moving into the direction whereby which we have connected appliances.
That then is the show for this week, but do remember lots more coming up next week. I'll see you then.